Hi, my name is Rick, and I'm a senior project manager at Milito and Associates. I come from a background of education, and I spent 22 years in the Diocese of Grand Rapids as a school principal. And the skills I learned from this position translates well into telephone fundraising.
And I'm Bridget. I'm also a senior project manager at Milito and Associates, and I went to Grand Valley State University for a degree in communications. I worked at Aquinas College as a director of annual fund and also phone center management, and then I worked at a small nonprofit arts organization for a year as a director of development.
One of the major jobs of a project manager is to meet with clients either via the phone or at their place of business, or maybe even at our place of business, and to find out a little bit about the client and let the client know a little bit about us, and from that point forward we put together a proposal and so forth and take it from there.
Once you decide that you want to move forward with the campaign, we fill out what's called an intake document, and these are the details about your campaign and project that we need to know in order to complete the project, including your tax ID, your campaign information, how much you'd like to raise, etc. And this is the document that finally drives the contract.
At this point, we do write a contract, and we put together all the details that specify what the client's responsible for, what we are responsible for, and all the details which helps the campaign progress at a good pace.
The contract is also filed with the state in which the client is in, and that is what moves the project forward into the timeline that we need in order to complete it in the call center. This timeline includes record preparation, preparation of your training materials, and also fulfillment information if you do decide to use us for that.
Now we're ready for the callers to come involved into the process and meet with our client either via conference call or in an in-house training. And it's a time for the caller to learn all about the client, the good, the wonderful things that are happening at the organization. And so we can represent them well when we're on the phone.
Once the kickoff is completed, the project manager's job is not finished. We actually track the project, keep the campaign going, monitor the daily reports, just to ensure that your campaign is cost effective.
The calls are finished. Now we move into the phase where we write an interim report or a final report for our client. We take the raw data and maybe make a comparison for over the last 2 or 3 years to show trends and to show things that are happening really well for our client. We also go and write statistical analysis based on the raw data to provide suggestions to make their campaigns even better in the future years.
Once your campaign is completed, your file is sent back to the appointment setters for next year's campaign, and that is the end of the project timeline for the fiscal year. Ultimately, we want to help keep your campaign on time and on budget so we have a successful fundraising campaign.
And we'd be more than happy to help you raise funds for your organization.